My name is Emily Funuel Oge of Let Us Farm. So you are welcome to Let Us Farm. Today we are going to be talking about, we are continuing with our series of how to start a successful catfish farm. But today we are moving to stocking. Stocking is also a very key element in catfish farming. And that's what we're going to be discussing. So remember, if this is your first time of seeing us, kindly try and subscribe to our channel so that you get an update anytime we drop. And if you are having any issue in your farm, don't forget, just do a 2 to 3 minutes video of what these issues are and send it to me. Please do this video when you are feeding your fishes. It gives me an overall idea of exactly what's going on in the pond. And after that, I'll provide you with a practical solution of solving this problem. Remember, these services are actually free, so no hidden charges. Remember again, like I said before, we are not on any secret platform or forming any particular group for anybody, be it on WhatsApp or Telegram. Anything we do, you see me like this, and we do it for all of us to benefit. So like I said, today we are talking about stocking. Very, very important. I'll be right back. Welcome back. So like I said, this is part of the series that we've been discussing, and stocking is a very key important issue in this business. Look, believe it or not, if you want to sow a seed, the type of seed you sow to the ground matters what's going to come out. But sometimes why I don't like always talking about stocking is that, so if I talk too much on stocking, it's like maybe there's another thing there. But stocking determines your success story in a catfish farm, no matter how you paint the color. Now, if you have been following this series, I've talked about what determines the type of fish you're going to stock, the size of fish you're going to stock. What I mean by size here is your target size of sales. So now, what we are going to discuss now is for you to get a very good seed to stock. It doesn't really matter if you want to start from fries, if you want to start from fingerlings, or if you want to start from juvenile or post-juvenile. But I'm going to say this quick before you make that decision. If you are a very experienced catfish farmer who is successful in his own right, there's a reason why I said this. When I say experience, many people will say, yes, I'm experienced. But if you're experienced and you're not successful in your own right, I'm not trying to say you are not experienced, but what I'm trying to tell you is try and forget all you know before and belong to these categories of unexperienced. Simple reason is that if you belong to these categories and you're able to digest what I said now and implement it and now succeed the next time, you will now be super experienced. It's not an insult, but most of us, that is when we talk, you become too emotional. So we will start telling you, do you know this, do you know? But you see, when you talk about things you've done but you didn't do it very well, they don't really count. This is a fact. So now, like I was saying, if you are not experienced catfish farmer, my advice is do not stock fries for any reason. Now, the reason why I say this is that some of us, when we want to buy this seed, that's the fish to stock, we think that we are too smart with prices. You know, people will price ridiculously. But what you don't understand is that the man that produces fish is actually the one holding you on the neck. He determines how you will cry. If the man press your neck too much, you may not be able to scream. If you press it hard, you will scream very high. But if the man closes, you will be screaming inside. And if the man decides to play with your neck, you'll be screaming painfully. This is true. You know why I said this? If a man tells you that, look, my standard juvenile is 35 naira, and you say, please give me a discount. The man says, okay, I will give you a discount of 30 naira. This I'm saying is an example, not that this is what you will meet, so that you don't misquote me. Because what me I will sell is different from what another person will sell. By the way, I don't sell, so don't bring me into the category, but this is just an example. Now, if the man says 35 and you plead with him to give you discount, he says, okay, 30. You see some people, they start pushing the man, telling him a lot of stories for him to go on more discount. Some will even price 20 naira. I'm telling you, this is a fact. Now, if this catfish man that hashes catfish is someone who is not very sincere, but he needs money, yes, and you flash the money in his face and say, look, 20 bucks, and you maybe want to buy like 10,000. This man now looks at it, oh, I have fish in my pond. This guy has offered this discount. He will agree and say, pay the money. You pay this money. Now, what he does is he will go to his fishes and sort the fishes. Yes, these are the juvenile. He sorts them, move away all the shooters in that juvenile, and give you the small ones. So if you actually look at the small fishes that he gives you, you discover that they are not juveniles. They will be fingerlings. You think you are wise, but what you don't realize is that he will still beat you in the game that he knows how to play. So sometimes when I tell people that this is the prevailing price, they will tell me that they got so price somewhere. I laugh. Yes, you will get it. Why won't you get it? And some people will go and they will tell them that they sell fingerlings 25. You say, I want to buy 1,000. Say, okay, I'll give you for 20 bucks. You will see someone will price it 13 naira, 15. That someone somewhere sold that price. The guy looks at you and said, okay, you know what? I will sell. Simple. He removes the shooters and gets you those ones. Now, the period of time you will need to feed these ones to get up to the shooters that he removed, go and calculate the feed and go and calculate the mortality rate. Who has cheated whom now? You know, it's a business that some of us will try every time thinking that we are smart. You can't outsmart that man who hashes the fish. For me personally, this is where the problem is. If you're buying, buy from a trusted person, a trusted source. I have a source I've been using. Many people have directed many people to the guy. I've been using him for over 10 years and there are no issues. If there are issues, you call him, he will immediately come and rescue you by looking for alternative solution, because sometimes issues may happen. But this happens maybe once in a blue moon. Like I said, it will be solved. So why I'm saying this is that if you want to buy your seed stock, please buy from a very trusted source. Don't buy from a very cheaper source. The cheapness of the source could be to your detriment. Let me give you another example. So for me, if you're a new farmer, I will advise you to stock juvenile from a trusted source. The reason why I say you should stock juvenile is that most times, if your trusted source tells you that this is juvenile, you get to the farm, they are juvenile. Now, the another issue is, are they shooters? Shooters are better. But even if they are not shooters, but they are good quality juvenile, it's fine. I put up an advert last time for the guy that supplies me when he had some shooters and people went and people bought and they are happy with this production. Now, the issue is if, like I always put if, in case, if for example you get and the person is not able to get you shooters, remember shooters are the first set of every fish. So even after selling shooters to you now, another next week, I will still have shooters because some would have grown up. So if example, The shooters are not available, but he has very good quality juveniles. Buy from the person. The reason is that for you as a new catfish farmer, it pays you to start from juvenile. Some people want to buy jumbo. I don't say no to that. If it's a trusted source, you know that the jumbo is jumbo. But if it's not a trusted source, your jumbo could be runt. Runts are the lazy ones in the fish that did not grow well. So runts may be that these fishes are already out of juvenile level. Maybe some of them may be like 7 weeks after their juvenile age. But they sell it to you as post simply because these fishes are not growing well. So they are the bottom of the hashed group. For instance, a set that is hashed and there are 1,000 pieces, and somebody have been selling it. No, people have been selecting the good ones. Then he has the last 100 pieces, and you want to buy, and you say, I want to buy post juvenile, and this guy is not a trusted source, or this woman is not a trusted source, and you say, I want to buy post juvenile. All he needs to do is he will send those runs to you. And then you now go and start battling. And you remember, you bought it at more expensive price. But if you bought juvenile, say, I want to buy standard juvenile, they will give you standard juvenile. So in most cases, it is standard juvenile they will give you. Except maybe the person did not have standard juvenile, but the fishes just came into juvenile size and he sells it, they're still good. Now, so we say they want to buy fingerling because it's cheaper. Okay, but as a new farmer, you may encounter problems in handling fingerlings because if the fingerlings are not that big enough, so you are using a smaller feed, maybe you are using 1.2 or 1.5. These feeds, they don't float, so they sink, and when they sink, they dirty the water always. So if you are not up to changing the water always, your fishes may suffer from water contamination due to the feed always soak in the water and pollute the water. So for that reason, I would prefer you to go to juvenile, which will not have that issue of adaptation. Then fries is very much delicate because they are very, very tiny. So I don't even advise you to go for fries, because if you go for fries, they may look cheap, but you lose a lot of them due to contamination issue. The only way you will not lose a lot of them is, like I said before at the beginning, if you are an experienced farmer, so you understand how to manage fries. As I am till today in this farming business, I don't raise fries. Even till today, I prefer to buy juveniles. I still don't like buying fingerlings. One, if you look at the time limitation, because business is about timing. Now, if you buy fingerlings, the time it will take you to feed to juvenile, me that bought juvenile, I've already moved to the next level. So this is the reason why I don't go back to fingerlings. Even though I have someone, a reliable source that can supply me quality fingerlings, but I don't want it. So I want him to take off that load of feeding and managing the fishes in his own side. So by the time it gets to my side, they are already juvenile, they are ready to go, they can eat anything. So you now be able to move them. So these are some small technicalities in stocking. So it's wise, it's better for you to choose a very reliable person to buy your fishes from, and so that you stock right, because like I said, it's what you plant that will grow out to what you desire. So if you stock the wrong fishes, it will be nearly impossible for you to see any result from that particular fish, because you as a new farmer, and apart from that, when fishes are very small like that, you don't see deformities, you don't see all those things. But if you have someone who is trusted, he sees it because he knows these things very well. So at the point of sale, he will sort them out. So if you have like 1 or 2 cases that mistakenly enter, it's negligible. But imagine you buy a batch of 1,000 fishes and you are seeing like 50 pieces deformed. You see that what you bought was just garbage. So it's very important that in stocking, stock from a very right and reliable source, so that you don't have any issues in managing your fishes to get results. So I don't know if I have said any complicated issue or made matters worse, but if I have, kindly do that. Use the comment section. Now, from stocking, we're going to the final stage of how you now, because now you know you've already identified where to stock. So you now buy the fishes from who you want to stock to now. So you put it in the pond. You've done your from the process 1 to this stocking level. You've identified the quality place to buy your fish. You've bought your standard fishes. Now you put them in the pond. All the way down, you now put them to the pond. So after putting the fishes in the pond, the next will be to manage the fishes to get results. Remember the processes that we took from having water, which is the key factor, identifying your buyers and sellers and knowing what to produce, coming down to talking about the pond that you will use, to budgeting. Now you have talked about who you are gonna buy these stocks from and the type of fish to buy. Remember, if it is clarias or hybrid, that's a determinant of what you did at your second process. So now you stock. Mind you, there's a way to stock your fishes in your pond. I will play a video after this, so you don't raise this thing up. You try to put it inside so that your fishes flow out with the water. With that, there will be no shock. If you just throw your fishes in the pond, there will be shock on these fishes, and some of them may die out of shock. So just watch the video and see. But then I will also treat a topic on that, how to stock your catfish in the pond, using the videos that I have with me. So after this, the next step will be management. This is where you talk about how to manage your fishes to give you the best result. So stay tuned for the next process of how to start your catfish farm and get the best result. Remember, if you by any chance don't understand anything I have said within this process, kindly use the comment section so that I'll be able to answer you correctly. And like I said, if you have any problem in your farm, just do a 2 to 3 minutes video of this problem and send it to me. I will be able to also answer you correctly. Until I come your way next time, I remain yours. My name is Emelifon Oge of Let Us Farm. Keep farming. It's a way of life.